Floyd.
And I'm Larry.
And
we're
we're
buddies.
Larry, you've been staring out that window all morning. What are you looking at?
Well, there's a clump of poison ivy over there by the rusted tricycle. She's hot, but dangerous.
You know, I used to do a lot of frog chasing with that tricycle.
Anyway, she's got that wild energy. I mean, that's just pure sex right there in the dirty, dirty mud. Untamed. Forbidden. She's saying, "Come closer, Larry. Touch me if you dare."
Uh-huh. You better be careful. And don't forget what happened last time with the orchid.
That was different. She led me on.
Next, this episode is going to be the first of a series of where I interview great directors. I call it Floyd Interviews Great Directors.
Fascinating. Who did you get?
I wanted to get Patty Hopper, who, even though it's not her job, she likes to direct traffic on Oak Street.
Move along.
But her people wouldn't get back to me.
Who did you get instead?
George Lucas.
Okay, but keep trying with Patty.
Our very special guest today is a true creative genius and friend to both visionaries and virgins. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the presence of a legend, a man who didn't just make movies, he birthed the galaxy. Before him, space was just empty, just a bunch of stars floating around, being all quiet. And then boom, lightsabers, X-Wings, Wookiees, the Force, and Howard the Duck.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
George, you changed the world. Before Star Wars, people were just sitting around looking at dirt.
Well, I always believed in creating worlds that inspire. The Force, for example, is about balance. It surrounds us, penetrates us, and binds the galaxy together. It's about belief.
Uh-huh. Cool. So, I have a question about Star Wars. On the Death Star, where were the restrooms?
Well, there are many.
Like, just one big one? Or like little ones scattered around? Are they labeled? Or do stormtroopers just kind of have to guess?
I don't understand why you're...
Wait, did they even need bathrooms? Or are they built into the suits?
Are you just going to keep asking about restrooms?
Yes.
You no longer need to ask questions about restrooms.
I no longer need to ask questions about restrooms.
Wait, did you just do the Jedi mind trick on Floyd?
Yes, I did.
Can you teach me how to do the Jedi mind trick?
You don't need to learn the Jedi mind trick.
I don't need to learn the Jedi mind trick.
Dude, he just Jedi mind tricked you.
Wait, did he?
It's a good thing the Force isn't strong with me. I'm pretty sure I would just waste it.
Damn it, Vader.
That's not how the Force works.
Okay, so George, can you get me a discount on a decent quality lightsaber?
No, they're not real.
Well, if they did, I'd want an orange one. So it'd be like the creamsicle of death.
So, George, you ever think about, like, what happened to Star Wars? You know, ever since the mouse took over?
Well, Disney now owns Lucasfilm, and they've taken the franchise, in their own direction. They didn't do any favors for Indy either.
Wait, so you're telling me Mickey Mouse owns Star Wars?
No, Mickey Mouse is just a character. He's not actually running the company.
Right. So is he like a silent partner?
No, he's not involved at all.
Then why does he show up in all the theme parks looking all smug?
I couldn't say. I need a break. This is not what I was expecting.
Wait, I've got just the thing. George, I still don't get why you wouldn't autograph my Luke Skywalker action figure.
Floyd, it's 4 inches tall and out of the box. Half the lightsaber's chewed off.
Yeah, that's because I fell asleep with it in my mouth. I was 6, or 36. Time is weird.
Too bad it wasn't a chewed up Chewbacca. Oh, the irony alone. So, George, tell me about American Graffiti.
American Graffiti wasn't about cars. Not really. It was about time. That little sliver between being a kid and being whoever you're going to become. That last night before everything changes. Cruising was just a frame. What I wanted people to feel was that ache when you realize the moment you're in is already becoming a memory. People remember the music, the cars, the neon glow, but to me, it was always about the quiet panic underneath. The sound of a dial turning on the radio, knowing your childhood's on the next station.
Great movie. In American Graffiti, where did all the teenagers go to the bathroom?
Mel's Drive-In. Men's room and women's room. Clean, well-lit, air-conditioned.
See? Told you there wasn't a plot hole.
Cruising, man. Those were the days. I had my own American Graffiti moment once. We called it The Night the Squirrels Took Sonic.
I'm intrigued.
Picture it. Sticky summer night. The radio stuck on Jack and Diane. Everybody's cruising the same 4 blocks like it's a sacred loop. And I finally land a date with Mary Beth Overdorf.
The one who thought eyeliner was sinful?
The very same. The most hoity-toity girl in my class. Said I had to wear a shirt with buttons.
What did you do?
I showed up in a t-shirt with a couple of button pins.
Oh no.
Honk if you're lonely, and Nixon's the one.
That's commitment.
We pull into Sonic. She gets a coney with no onions. I go bacon double. Things seem chill. Then we notice squirrels.
More than one?
Dozens. Watching. Waiting. Then there were even more.
Like Hitchcock, the birds.
Then boom. Total squirrel onslaught.
Like Ewoks, but meaner.
Exactly. Furry tree-born terrors. Dropping from above. One took out a milkshake like it owed him money. Ready to die in battle. Yelling at them.
What did you say?
Scatter, you critters! In my loudest voice.
What happened to Maribeth?
Married a youth pastor. Sells timeshares in Tampa.
I read the squirrel bites give you cold sores.
That's not good. Once a squirrel gets a taste for french fries, it's over. He's never going back to Acorn.